Au-delà des nuages, des vents qui grondent, sur terre, dans le ciel, le bout du monde, info qui tourne et qui résonne. Le Doc News capte chaque onde. Les nuages dansent le bas.
Salut à toutes et à toutes, c'est le Doc News pour de la news, j'espère que vous allez bien. Moi ça va super. Pour ceux qui auraient loupé le passage épique de JV lors de la Munich Security Conference, autant vous dire, il a complètement défoncé. Il a même dit au moment que tous les problèmes viennent de l'intérieur, que ce soit l'immigration et j'en passe, autant vous dire en ce moment, ça torpille de partout. Et en même temps, n'hésite pas à liker, partager et abonne-toi, autant vous dire en ce moment, ça va trembler de partout. Déjà que Trump faisait trembler les murs, bah là c'est JV qui a dit non, attendez, moi je vais refaire trembler l'Europe. Et même les sous-sols de l'Europe. Autant dire qu'en ce moment, le deep state européen est en train de trembler aussi des murs. L'échiquier commence à se casser la gueule, mais à une vitesse grand V. C'est bien, en ce moment, le monde change, mais il change tellement vite que certains sont en train de se demander s'ils sont pas être dans un film de Matrice. Mais bon. Je vous laisse avec les 6 minutes 16 de ça va être assez rock'n'roll.
Other external actor. And what I worry about is the threat from within, the retreat of Europe from some of its most fundamental values, values shared with the United States of America. Now, I was struck that a former European commissioner went on television recently and sounded delighted that the Romanian government had just annulled an entire election. He warned that if things don't go to plan, the very same thing could happen in Germany, too. Now, these cavalier statements are shocking to American ears. For years, we've been told that everything we fund and support is in the name of our shared democratic values. Everything from our Ukraine policy to digital censorship is billed as a defense of democracy. But when we see European courts canceling elections and senior officials threatening to cancel others, we ought to ask whether we're holding ourselves to an appropriately high standard. And I say ourselves because I fundamentally believe that we are on the same team. We must do more than talk about democratic values, we must live them. Now, within living memory of...
De toute façon, j'ai envie de vous dire, le système démocrate est en train de crever partout dans le monde. De toute façon, comme vous le voyez, le monde est en train de changer. Tous les partis démocrates sont en train de quitter le navire. On va dire aussi que les rats quittent le navire. Bah. J'ai envie de vous dire, après autant de corruption et tout, la population commence à se réveiller, en train de se dire, merde, en fait, on nous a bien papaouté. Mais bon, qui sont en train d'éclairer tout le monde, c'est tellement jouissif.
Many of you in this room, the Cold War positioned defenders of democracy against much more tyrannical forces on this continent. And consider the side in that fight that censored dissidents, that closed churches, that canceled elections. Were they the good guys? Certainly not. And thank God they lost the Cold War. They lost because they neither valued nor respected all of the extraordinary blessings of liberty. The freedom to surprise, to make mistakes, to invent, to build. As it turns out, you can't mandate innovation or creativity, just as you can't force people what to think, what to feel, or what to believe. And we believe those things are certainly connected. And unfortunately, when I look at Europe today, it's sometimes not so clear what happened to some of the Cold War's winners. I look to Brussels, where EU commissars warn citizens that they intend to shut down social media during times of civil unrest the moment they spot what they've judged to be, quote, hateful content. Or to this very country, where police have carried out raids against citizens suspected of posting anti-feminist comments online as part of, quote, combating misogyny on the internet, a day of action. I look to Sweden, where 2 weeks ago the government convicted a Christian activist for participating in Koran burnings that resulted in his friend's murder. And as the judge in his case chillingly noted, Sweden's laws to supposedly protect free expression do not, in fact, grant, and I'm quoting, a free pass to do or say anything without risking offending the group that holds that belief. And perhaps most concerningly, I look to our very dear friends, the United Kingdom, where the backslide away from conscience rights has placed the basic liberties of religious Britons in particular in the crosshairs. A little over 2 years ago, the British government charged Adam Smith Connor, a 51-year-old physiotherapist and an Army veteran, with the heinous crime of standing 50 meters from an abortion clinic and silently praying for 3 minutes. Not obstructing anyone, not interacting with anyone, just silently praying on his own. And after British law enforcement spotted him and demanded to know what he was praying for, Adam replied simply, it was on behalf of the unborn son he and his former girlfriend had aborted years before. Now, the officers were not moved. Adam was found guilty of breaking the government's new buffer zones law, which criminalizes silent prayer and other actions that could influence a person's decision within 200 meters of an abortion facility. He was sentenced to pay thousands of pounds in legal costs to the prosecution. Now, I wish I could say that this was a fluke, a one-off crazy example of a badly written law being enacted against a single person. But no, this last October, just a few months ago, the Scottish government began distributing letters to citizens whose houses lay within so-called safe access zones, warning them that even private prayer within their own homes may amount to breaking the law. Naturally, the government urged readers to report any fellow citizens suspected guilty of thought crime. In Britain and across Europe, free speech, I fear, is in retreat. And in the interest of comedy, my friends, but also in the interest of truth, I will admit that sometimes the loudest voices for censorship have come not from within Europe, but from within my own country, where the prior administration threatened and bullied social media companies to censor so-called misinformation. Misinformation like, for example, the idea that coronavirus had likely leaked from a laboratory in China. Our own government encouraged private companies to silence people who dared to utter what turned out to be an obvious truth. So I come here today not just with an observation, but with an offer. And just as the Biden administration seemed desperate to silence people for speaking their minds, so the Trump administration will do precisely the opposite, and I hope that we can work together on that. In Washington, there is a new sheriff in town, and under Donald Trump's leadership, we may disagree with your views, but we will fight to defend your right to offer it in the public square, agree or disagree.
Et oui, on veut des carrés, on veut pas des triangles dans des carrés, des losanges dans des triangles, donc voilà, autant vous dire. Et c'est vrai que le coup de la désinformation sur le C19 et le Corona machin, c'est vrai que oui, pour le coup, il a bien raison. Et aussi sur le truc que ouais, le monde est en train de beaucoup changer, et ça c'est très très bien aussi, autant vous dire. Et le pire, c'est tout ce qu'il a cité, j'ai regardé sur le web, en plus c'est vraiment vrai, en plus. Avant de faire cette vidéo tout, et vous juste chercher les sources et tout sur le web si vous voulez, sinon débrouillez-vous. Parce que tout est open source, moi cette vidéo elle sera comme ça, hop, donc voilà. Donc vous dire, c'est vrai que là ça panique beaucoup, maintenant ils savent que l'Europe, c'est Washington qui est le pilote et le shérif, donc le reste après. Et pour ceux qui auraient loupé aussi, il y a aussi l'histoire sur les data centers, les data centers que l'UE utilise pour nous, pour utiliser les données et tout, qui vont être aussi changés via Trump. Autant vous dire que le monde est en train de changer. Autant vous dire, c'est vraiment un très très gros changement. Donc voilà, j'espère que cette vidéo vous aura plu. N'hésite pas à liker, partager, abonne-toi. On se retrouve pour les prochaines news que la vérité tombe. Tchuss!